Hi, everybody. I say the same shit every time. I say, hi, everybody. Hi, Dylan.
Yo, yo, yo.
Here
What
we
up,
are,
Lee?
everybody.
Good to be back. Good morning.
It's Fuck You Friday.
Yeah.
Or is it Fuck Me Friday? Fuck Me Friday. I like that better.
Yeah, it's
okay,
funny.
it's Fuck Me Friday. Welcome to Fuck Me Friday. Hey, everybody. Here we are. It's the end of the week. Another week's gone by. They go by like this.
Yeah, you're right.
The weeks are flashing by. Well, let's get some of the mail out of the way since we have nothing else to talk about. Some people save the mail till the end of the show. Hello. Hello, big kitty. Look who's here, everybody.
All right.
Coming for the
Orange.
podcast. Where were you yesterday, you little fuck? You little fuck. Anyway, I love this kitty.
Yeah, there he goes.
Welcome to the thing.
Found his perch.
So somebody asked me about something. What did they ask me about? Oh, they asked me about, do I remember a concert? And I completely forgot about this concert. They said it was 1968 in San Jose, but I remember the concert really well. I was really, I remember it really well. And so I always used to play. I used to keep a cup of water on my organ, right? There was a little flat place on the organ, being a piece of furniture that it was. There was a nice place to set your cup.
Right.
And so I needed something for my roadie, and he came running out to help me, and he hit the cup, and it fell over in my organ.
Oh, shit.
And the organ goes, brrr.
No way.
Yeah. Brrr. And I thought, oh, fuck.
Holy shit.
I'd never dealt with anything like that before, you know. And we were done, man. The whole crowd was there.
Yeah.
It was done. It was like that quick. The whole show was over.
Holy shit.
And I had to tell other people, I go, listen, we just poured water in my organ by accident. It's not working. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. We can't play anymore. And that was the end of the concert. It was just fucking weird. And so I forgot all about that until this person just mentioned that.
Wow.
Okay, I love this podcast. I would have never remembered that. That's something I would have never ever remembered.
Yeah.
That, you know, it's just one of those memories. It wasn't the most significant memory, but I never again did I put a cup of water on my organ.
Yeah.
I learned a good lesson. I'm glad it wasn't a Coke or some fucking weird thing. Oh, and what we did was we took the organ. I was so freaked out, my organ man. I thought, oh no, you know.
Right.
And we took a hairdryer and we sat there squirting it with a hairdryer for a while, and then finally it worked again.
Really? No kidding. So that's all it took, just a hairdryer.
We didn't know what else to do, man. We just
Yeah.
stuck the hairdryer in there, started blowing around, you know, and pretty soon then it worked.
Wow, that's great. At least you didn't have to take it to an electrician or
Yeah,
someone.
at least it didn't short out or some shit.
Wow, that's great. Okay.
So,
Fascinating story.
yeah, pretty funny, right?
Yeah, that's funny.
Pretty funny, everybody. Oh, my hat looks weird today. My head looks weird. Oh,
It's Fuck Me Friday.
it's Fuck Me Friday. So how you doing?
Oh, doing good. Doing all right.
Yeah?
I think I might be going to Vegas next month. We might have mentioned
You mentioned that,
yesterday.
yeah.
Yeah.
Getting ready for Vegas.
Yeah, that'll be fun. It'll be pretty cool.
Vegas, man. Fuck, I got Vegas stories. I'm not telling no Vegas stories.
Oh, really? Damn, that's too bad.
Yeah. Well, I told one the other day when I was talking about us taking ecstasy and staying up for 5 days.
That's right.
That was I was ready to sleep after those 5 days.
Oh, God.
I was a zombie on the 5th day. I was just the Walking Dead, but yeah. Who cares about my drug experiences, right? I mean, they're not depraved because I never got addicted to anything.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
So my stories are boring compared to real stories. But this is a frivolous, boring podcast channel.
I like to see the fruit in full form today. We got pears and what is that thing, a plum?
Yeah, they're sort of in a zodiacal arrangement here. They're
I like that. Zodiacal, that's cool.
Zodiacal, not to be confused with something. That's not the exact word I wanted, but
I can pick up on what you're throwing down. Yeah, they're in a zodiacal
there's
formation.
some kind of gang sign here on my table. I don't know what to talk about today.
Yeah, good question.
I had something to talk about. I was going to write it down. I forgot to write it down. But I like that remembering that story about the organ.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
I
one of the
remember how
benefits,
weird
yeah.
it felt too, man. I was in, "Phew." Sorry, everybody, we're all done.
Yeah, it's like a comedy scene.
It was
yeah.
so funny. Yeah, it wasn't funny that night. It was sort of tragic, you know.
Oh, right, yeah. In retrospect.
I think the promoter didn't pay me either.
Really? No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, lesson learned about the water on the organ.
You know those promoters, any reason not to pay you.
Yep.
Oh, you blew your nose on stage. What else?
I'm feeling great about our edits for the 5-part docu-series we're putting together. We split the film into 5 parts. Feeling good about that.
Me too.
We looked at episode 4 and 5 yesterday, and we scrutinized them.
Episode 4 freaked us at first.
Yeah.
Episode 4 is full of death. And we thought, wait a minute, we can't start this episode with death.
Right.
We're talking about real death here, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
The funniest shit on the planet, right? The real joke. The joke's on you.
Then after rearranging some of those shots, it feels better now, right? The intro is a little more whimsical, a little more funny, and then we get to the serious stuff later in the episode.
We put the death at the end. That's how it's supposed to be. You don't die first and then get born later.
That's right.
Yeah, you get born first and die later.
Yeah, interesting.
Wow, how interesting. How philosophic. Wonder how long ago people figured that out. Hey, Big Kitty, did you figure it out? Hello.
Great.
What else? We could ask questions.
Yeah.
The best questions from last month. What was the best question last month?
Let me think. Best question from last month.
Ask Google. Hey Siri, what was our best question in the last month? You've been listening to our Ask 24 hours a day. What was the best question we asked? Oh no.
I'm trying to look for questions, and do you have to like the person to like the music? That was a question from 3 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, do you have to like the person to like the music? And then another question was, is their music disqualified if their parents have money?
Right.
That's another question. What was another question? We ask questions around here.
Right.
Today is a synopsis of all of our meaningful questions. I just thought of another one. Is your dick a mistake? Is my dick a mistake? Anyway, is your dick a mistake? Yeah, that's a question you could ask.
That's funny.
Somebody
Yeah.
who still has one. There was a trend in the early part of the 21st century. Men were cutting their shit off.
Wow. Well, these are very important questions. Very pivotal inquiries.
Yes. If you cut your dick off, are you a woman? What if the dude? What would you say? Oh, there's a woman down there that cut her dick off. Would you say that if you were trying to describe it to somebody, telling them emergency people where to go or whatever? Say no. You'd say it's a dude. So that answers the question.
Right. Yeah, when it comes down to emergencies, that's when all bets are off.
Yeah, all bets are off, man.
Oh, God.
It's brutal out there in the street. I was reading that they're saying that there's people in India that live multi-generations on the curb, or on the street, or like I would live on a sidewalk.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking the same thing's going on here now. But it always used to be something we associated with India, where generations of people grow up
Sure, yeah.
on the curb,
Yeah.
I ran into this guy at the local market thing. He was out front, asking people for money.
Yeah.
And he was explaining to me that his father worked McDonald's.
Okay.
The drive-through, they walk up to your window when you're going to the drive-through and ask you for money.
Oh, really? Oh, so he worked McDonald's, didn't work at McDonald's.
No, he worked the panhandling at McDonald's.
The panhandling,
and he worked over in front of this market, and they're very territorial. This is my spot,
Oh, I see.
And it was sort of multi-generational. And I started thinking, wow, this is sort of like in India, There's like this subculture of whatever.
Right, right.
So I wonder how many generations of people, I wonder if there's any like 2 or 3 generation homeless people. There will be eventually. Because they say, there's 70,000. What are we talking about? This is a fun channel. Wait a minute. Back up.
Yeah, getting dour here.
This is not political. This is not political. This is a humanitarian issue.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes. With no solutions. There's one thing we don't have around here. That's solutions. Don't look to us for answers.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to give some change to folks when they're hungry, especially if they have a sign that says, I'm hungry. Then I either give them change or I give them like an extra apple or something I might have in the car.
Mr. Extra Apple.
Like yeah.
Hey, dude, have a bite of this. Sorry, it's a shaker.
It's a shaker.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I see it as it's a tax you pay to the divine, the great beyond. You give a little bit back to the world in some way.
Yeah, man. This is pretty cool. Fuck me Friday. This is the best day of the week. I don't know. I was out there thinking it's summertime. It's time to start having the fights again.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we got the boxing.
We have fights in our fucking driveway, man.
Man. That's amazing.
People fighting. It's 18 and a half feet from my front door to the sidewalk, which means that's the distance between me and humanity. Yeah.
Yep.
And we have a fights in that 18 and a half feet. We've built a mini stadium.
Oh, yeah.
Think about that for a second. You got 18 and a half feet. There's a mini stadium, just barely enough room to squeak a car in. And a little mini stadium, and it's like three tiers, so it's like a little baby stadium. And when you're in the very top looking down, you feel like you're in a little stadium, but it's tiny.
That's
It's like a miniature stadium in the center of the stadium is a boxing ring.
Wow.
So if you go to this segment, we have a segment in the podcast called Girl Fight.
Yep, it's on the channel. We'll put a link at the end of the video.
Oh, we're going to put a link, maybe. But anyway, go to Girl Fight. Make a note of that, everybody. Go to Girl Fight and watch Girl Fight. You'll see the stadium. And you'll realize right on the other side of that little fence where everybody's sitting is all of humanity. Like every weekend, 300,000 people outside my door. Yeah.
That's great. I like it.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Imagine that, everybody. If you live somewhere where every weekend there's 300,000 people right outside your door.
Oh, yeah. That's like where I live,
18 and a half feet away, 300,000 people. Yeah, welcome to my street.
Yeah, I like hearing the crowds and the hustle and bustle.
Yes.
Yeah, it's uplifting.
I tell people that friends of mine that are passing through town, they have a motorhome or so, and they say, you can park in front of my driveway. So they go, oh, cool, thank you. They park in front of the driveway. They go, I didn't get a minute of sleep. There was people screaming and yelling and pounding on my motorhome, and they're running up and down the street going crazy all night long. And they go, didn't you hear it? I go, no, I'm used to it, man. I did.
That's funny.
I only hear death screams, normal just screaming and yelling, nervous breakdown shit.
Right.
That's, that's how it is out here on the street.
Oh, yeah. Yep, absolutely.
In front of my house, anyway. This is a unique street. There's every street has a different character in Venice.
Sure, yeah.
Down here right by the thing. But this particular street is quite unique. In its humanity, and there's rules out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's rules. Nobody obeys them, but they exist. We actually made a little video about my street, a couple of them.
Oh yeah.
Not videos. We filmed it. We filmed the segments.
Yep.
In the movie, everybody, there's one segment where we talk about this hostage situation that happened right out here, right fucking out in front of my house.
Yeah,
You're not going to believe this segment.
Yeah.
And then we also have a segment where there was some kind of debt dispute, and this guy had his truck destroyed right out in the street, man. And it was like true fucking story. These are great stories.
Yeah.
Both those stories happened within 30 feet of my house.
Yeah, it's amazing. What a street.
Yeah, it's probably 30 feet from the exact epicenter. Anyway.
Yeah, we did some reenactments of those stories.
Yeah, we reenacted both those stories.
Yep. Pretty cool. Very exciting.
We destroyed a truck. Everybody goes, fuck, that was a great truck. How could you destroy that truck? And we go, yeah, we rented it.
That's a riot.
Shh, don't tell anybody.
It's funny. Orange likes to look right at the camera and the screen. He's looking at me now. He's a part of this. Listening intently.
Look at him, man. He's into it.
Yeah.
Here we
serious.
are, everybody. This is what it's like. This is what it's like when you're higher than a giraffe's vagina. How's that for a saying? That's an animal saying. One of the animal sayings.
You know, I read somewhere that cats are Buddhists, and it kind of makes sense.
Buddhists?
Yeah, like the way he's sitting there meditating right now.
You don't think they're pre-Buddhist? Because they're in the Sphinx. There are drawings of them and all, and there's in the pyramids. They take them to the afterlife.
Yeah,
because they
right.
are a gateway to the afterlife. The cats.
Right.
That's why when they're staring at stuff, we were talking about that before.
Yeah. Well, maybe they take inspiration from all those different facets. You know.
So if you love cats, you love the afterlife.
Yeah.
If you loved them your whole life, afterlife.
Yeah, that'd be cool to go to the afterlife and see a bunch of cats and animals and stuff, and that'd make you feel good.
I guess we'll go.
Okay.
Here we are. Man, what I talked about. Sorry, everybody. I didn't mean to talk about that serious shit about the homeless people. We just sort of drifted off into reality.
Right.
Oh, I know what it was. We were talking about fighting in the driveway.
Yeah, that's right. That's where it
We got to
started.
get back. Let me pull back off the street for a second. I was sitting in the driveway thinking about the street that far from the fighting.
Wow, yeah.
The street is actually, from the fighting is actually, not even 5 or 6 feet, right, to where they're fighting.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe 6 or 7 feet. Who knows? That's pretty close to being fighting right in the street. What are you doing there? Oh, I don't know, fighting.
You think you'd want to do another girl fight? Or would you have the men's fight back on?
I don't know. We'd like to see famous people punch each other in the face. Help our podcast channel. Today we have famous fuckface fighting fuckface famous. Their names are very similar, and they don't like that about each other. So today they're going to fight.
Right.
They get to bring 14 of their friends each because the stadium hosts 45 people.
Okay.
They get 30, we get 15.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good concept. That could be pretty lucrative.
Unless one of your people is too fat, then you get one less person because we only have so much space.
Right. Yeah.
You bring some Lizzo-looking thing with you, you get one less seat.
Right. That counts as 2 people.
Two-time Lizzo. Here we go, insult shit, man. The more we talk, I don't know why my natural inclination is to be a smart ass, man. There's something in the deep soul of my heart that just gets total joy out of saying the dumbest shit.
We have an antagonistic nature.
The dumber the shit, the more fun it is to say, you know. I see a lot of shows, everybody's so smart. I think, man, I would be so exhausted being that smart. And everybody knows everything. And I don't think, I don't know anything. How can they know everything? And then I think, I know they didn't learn that shit at college. How do they know everything, you know? Maybe we'll all know everything as soon as they put those chips in our head.
Right.
Right? Because you'll be hooked up to the everything. Give me the everything chip.
I think that there's a lot of stuff still that requires human exploration to truly discover, because AI essentially is just a glorified Google. It's just researching it and finding stuff that's already been on the internet.
But it also does tasks and thinks and does stuff.
Right.
Because they're writing code with AI already. Imagine you could just think stuff. Anyway, if the AI chip was in your head, and then you'd be as smart as AI, right? That's the concept. You'd be a hybrid at that point.
Right, yeah, cyborg, yeah.
That'd be it, man. How can you tell the cyborgs? They have orange hair. Yeah, man. I would be here's the question, everybody. Here's the question. We have questions here always. If you could go into a virtual realm, like a virtual world, and just live in there, like let's say this world, you think, oh, this is a shit world, I don't want to live here. And you had a choice. You could go live somewhere else. You could go into this virtual world and just be in there. Is there anybody here that would do that?
For how long a period of time would they be in the virtual world?
Forever.
Really?
Because you can go now in the virtual world for as long as you want, in and
Right.
out, in and out, in and out. But this would be a truly in, no more real life.
And you're talking about fully immersive, like with a visor?
No, I'm talking about no more body,
No
no
more
more
body.
nothing.
Oh, wow.
Just going.
So your consciousness removed from the body into a computer?
Yeah, you're gone. No
Gotcha.
more real life at all
Gotcha.
on any level.
Yeah. The show Black Mirror touches on that
They do?
a lot. Yeah. Yep.
I'm sure it's not an original idea.
It's pretty cool. It's a fascinating concept. Either you wait to see what happens with the afterlife when you die naturally, or you give yourself an afterlife in the digital realm by putting your brain in there. So yeah, it's a roll of the dice. But yeah, it's pretty cool. There's people in the virtual world just partying.
Speaking of dice, I wonder if there's somebody that rolls the consciousness around like dice and throws you out, and if they're all up there partying and having a party, and go, oh, look what happened to him. He's going back as a cockroach.
Yeah.
Everybody gets played.
That's
Everybody
funny.
plays. Nobody wins.
Right.
They're shaking they got the little dice in the cup or whatever it is.
Right.
And your whole future's in the cup, and they throw it out, and they all look at each other and start laughing. You deserve that.
Yeah, there's got to be some kind of purpose to all this. If we're getting reincarnated over and over again on this
Are we?
planet, that's one theory.
I know.
You know.
I sort of feel like something.
Right. Over the course of our lives, we accumulate all this data and information and experience, and to just die and have that all go to waste, it seems kind of sad and meaningless, right? So maybe there's something we can do with that information after we go.
I'm so smart, the world would hate to lose that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I have so much stuff in my brain.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they'll come up with a way to back up like a hard drive of all of your memories and experiences, and you can digitally back it up on some kind of external hard drive.
God, we almost have that.
Yeah.
Is that what a podcast is?
Possibly. Yeah, in a way. Yeah, you're right. It's pretty funny.
It's spew overload. There's reality, and then there's spew overload. You like when a can gets all fucked up and the stuff starts oozing out of it because there's too much pressure inside?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what podcasts are. They're just like the oozing spew of humanity. Welcome to the oozing spew of humanity, all you wonderful people out there. Are you guys going to have fun this weekend, everybody?
Yeah.
Dylan is, of course.
I'm going to go swimming in my pool.
You're going to go swimming?
Yep. Gonna jump in the pool.
I don't have a pool. Yeah.
I was hanging at the Roosevelt again. They have a pool too.
Really?
Yeah. One of these days I'm going to try just taking my drink over by the pool there and see if they say anything.
In a glass?
Yeah, in a glass, yeah.
I doubt they'll let you do it, right?
Right, probably not. But the bar is so close to the pool, it doesn't really make a difference. And I figured if I want to go swimming, I'll just go to my own pool anyway.
Throw your glass in the pool. Everybody throws their glass in the pool, and you have to drain the pool because you can't see glass in there.
Right.
Here, I got a garbage can full of glass for your pool. My vandalism brain. Why do I even think of that dumbass shit, man? I think, pool? How could I vandalize it?
How can I vandalize? Yeah, you're
What the fuck? What's
like a
wrong
villain.
with my brain? I'm sorry, man.
It's the antagonist.
Yeah, now you know why I was a ward of the court at age 16. Everybody plays. Nobody wins. Okay. I got to go.
Cool. We'll take a look at the edit. And,
Yeah, let's do it. I'm
some
sorry.
exporting.
Sorry, everybody. Anybody that hung in here for this whole time, you're a masochist, but I love you. You're cool. Thank you for sticking around. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Yep. You too.
You too. You too, everybody. Okay. 3, 2, bye, Orange Kitty. 1, poof.